Welcome to my channel KuKu Kids.
A poor village at dusk, houses made of wood and straw. A 12-year-old girl named Maya, dressed in tattered clothes, walks barefoot through a dusty path. Her stomach grumbles and she looks longingly at the market stalls filled with food. The sunset casts a golden glow over everything. Maya sneaks behind a fruit stand, eyes wide, as she spots a shiny red apple. She stretches out her hand but hesitates, her fingers trembling. Suddenly the apple glows, faintly catching her by surprise. A voice whispers from the apple, "Take me, and your hunger will be no more." Maya, startled but desperate, quickly snatches the apple and runs into the nearby forest, heart pounding in her chest. In the forest, Maya hides behind a tree, clutching the apple tightly. She breathes heavily, looking around to make sure no one followed. Slowly, she brings the apple to her mouth and takes a bite. The apple sparkles as she bites into it. Suddenly the world around her shifts. The trees become taller, the air feels cooler, and Maya's clothes begin to shimmer, transforming from rags into a beautiful, simple dress. Maya gasps in amazement, looking at her new clothes. She stands up, noticing that her once bare feet are now adorned with shoes. She touches her hair, now neatly brushed and clean, but something else changes too. A feeling of warmth spreads inside her. The apple glows in her hand again. The voice whispers, "This is only the beginning. Share my magic and more wonders will follow." Maya stares at the apple, unsure, but intrigued by its promise. Maya returns to the village, her transformed appearance drawing curious stares. She notices a beggar sitting by the road, hungry and cold, and feels a tug at her heart. She walks over and breaks off a piece of the magic apple, offering it to him. As the beggar eats the apple piece, his clothes transform too, turning into a fine, warm cloak. His face brightens, wrinkles fading as his energy returns. Maya watches in awe as he stands up, thanking her with tears in his eyes. Word spreads quickly through the village of Maya's magical apple. People begin to approach her, some with sadness in their eyes, others with hope. Maya is hesitant, unsure if the apple's magic will last, but the voice reassures her, "Keep sharing." Maya starts sharing the apple with others in the village. An elderly woman receives strength to walk again. A mother sees her sick child healed instantly. Each person she helps is filled with gratitude, and Maya feels a deep sense of purpose. One evening, the apple dims and the voice says, "There is only one piece left." Maya looks at the tiny fragment remaining, unsure of what to do. She notices a young girl about her age standing alone by the road, crying. Maya approaches the girl, offering her the last piece of the apple. The girl hesitates but accepts it with a grateful smile. As she eats it, her tattered clothes transform, and her sad expression turns to one of joy. The apple disappears from Maya's hand.
Maya, now without the magic apple, feels a strange emptiness in her palm, but her heart is full. The voice speaks one final time. The true magic is in your kindness, not the apple. You have always had the power to change the world. Scene 15. Maya looks around her village, now thriving and full of life. She smiles softly, realizing that the magic wasn't in the apple after all. It was in her actions. She walks down the path, ready to face whatever the world brings next, knowing she can make a difference. Maya looks around her village, now thriving and full of life. She smiles softly, realizing that the magic wasn't in the apple after all. It was in her actions. She walks down the path, ready to face whatever the world brings next, knowing she can make a difference.